Dear friends, before beginning my talk, allow me to extend my warm greetings to you all. For the first time in more than 2 years, I am speaking personally to you through this video message, which was produced a few days before the 2020 Catholic Identity Conference. As you can see, I am very well. My health is excellent, and I am even better in spirit. This is also thanks to your prayers, to the support and the encouragement I receive from you and from so many friends and brothers from all over the world. Together we are all united in prayer and in the holy battle which we are called to fight, each on his own respective front, all gather under the mantle of the Most Holy Virgin, the Queen of the Victories, and under the protection of Saint Michael the Archangel. I especially wish to thank Michael Matt, who kindly invited me with holy perseverance to speak to you. I believe that now is an opportune time for me to deliver the following address. The subject of my talk would be how the revolution of Vatican II serves the new world order. We live in extraordinary times. As each of us has probably understood, we find ourselves in a historical moment in time. Events of the past, which once seemed disconnected, prove now to be unequivocally connected, both in the principles that inspire them and in the goals they seek to achieve. A fair and objective look at the current situation cannot help but grasp the perfect coherence between the evolution of the global political framework and the role that the Catholic Church has assumed in the establishment of the new world order. To be more precise, one should speak about the role of that apparent majority in the Church, which is actually small in number but extremely powerful, and which, for brevity's sake, I will summarize as the deep church. Obviously, there are not two churches, something that would be impossible, blasphemous and heretical, nor has the one true Christ Church today failed in her mission, perverting herself into a sect. The Church of Christ has nothing to do with those who, for the past 60 years, have executed a plan to occupy her. The overlap between the Catholic hierarchy and the members of the deep church is not a theological fact, but rather a historical reality that defies the usual categories and as such must be analyzed. We know that the New World Order project consists in the establishment of tyranny by Freemasonry, a project that dates back to the French Revolution, the Age of Enlightenment, the end of the Catholic monarchies, and the declaration of war on the Church. We can say that the New World Order is the antithesis of Christian society. It would be the realization of the diabolic civitas diaboli, the city of the devil, opposed to the civitas Dei, the city of God, in the eternal struggle between the light and darkness, good and evil, God and Satan. In this struggle, Providence has placed the Church of Christ, and in particular the Supreme Pontiffs, as catechon, that is, the one who opposes the manifestation of the mystery of iniquity. Second letter to Thessalonians. And Sacred Scripture warns us that at the manifestation of the Antichrist, this obstacle, the catechon, will have ceased to exist. It seems quite evident to me that the end of times are now approaching before our eyes, since the mystery of iniquity has spread throughout the world with the disappearance of the courageous opposition of the catechon. Let us not make the mistake of presenting the current events as normal, judging what happened with the legal, canonical, and sociological parameters that such normality would presuppose. In extraordinary time, and the present case in the Church is indeed extraordinary, events go behind the ordinary known to our fathers. In extraordinary time, we can hear a Pope deceive faithful, see princes of the Church accused of crimes that in other times would have aroused horror and been met with severe punishment. Witness in our churches liturgical rites that seem to have been invented by Cranmer's perverse mind. See prelates process the unclean idol of the Pachamama into St. Peter Basilica. And here, the Vicar of Christ apologized to the worshippers of that simulacrum. If a Catholic dares to throw it into the Tiber. In these extraordinary times, we hear a conspirator, Cardinal Gottfried Daniels, tell us that since the death of John Paul II, the Mafia of St. Gallen has been plotting to elect one of their own to the Peter's chair, which later turned out to be Jorge Mario Bergoglio. In the face of this disconcerting revelation, we might well be astonished that neither cardinals nor bishops express their indignation nor ask that the truth be brought to light. I will talk now about the eclipse of the true Church.